This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and we are coming to you today with the winner of the Hooglandia Open, a Saturday standard tournament in the very early stages of the format. And what do you think won it all? Was it Omnath? Was it Rogues? Was it Party? What came out on top? I will show you. Gruul Smash. Yes, the Embercleave adventure deck, slicing and dicing its way through a field full of 4-color Omnath and other assorted nonsense. This Gruul deck is interesting on several fronts. If you like to aggro, this Gruul deck is going to cover it for you. We're going to get in there, but it solved one of the key Gruul problems that the archetype has always faced, which is ever since we lost the Shockland Checkland mana base, that is Rootbound Crag and Stomping Ground, bad mana. It is really hard in last season standard to have double green for Questing Beast and double red for Embercleave. Now, the deck solved the problem in a very interesting way thanks to Zendikar, because of course we lost Stomping Ground, so it looked even worse for a second for these kind of aggro decks, but they made up for it in just being able to play more land. One of the underappreciated kind of mana fixing that exists in Magic is you can just run more lands. If you have more lands in your deck, you're more likely to draw double red or double green and be able to play the cards you need to play. And in this deck, we have spells that are lands. So Turntimber Symbiosis, Shatter Skull Smashing, and Kazandu Mammoth are all flip side lands, meaning that the deck, while actually only playing 16 land, in theory has math 27 land in an aggro deck. That's insane. And it even has some card draw thanks to Edgewall Innkeeper. The deck still has a little bit of trouble curving out because you have to play some tapped stuff early sometimes. The only adjustment I made to the mana base was cutting 2 Temples of Abandon, because I hate the temples and because I like to show people in videos that they don't have to craft them. And I replaced them with 2 Fabled Passage. It was 2 Fabled Passage, 2 Temple of Abandon. I'm running 4 Fabled Passage today. So in theory, the only lands that have to enter the battlefield tapped, if you play it as a land, is Kazandu Mammoth, which is one of the new cards. Let's go over all the freshies in the deck, shall we? Shatterskull Smashing does X damage divided any way you choose among 2 creatures or planeswalkers. Where X is 6 or more, it does twice X divided as you choose. This threw me off. I thought it was X damage to each, but it is divided any way you choose. So if X equals 4, you have 4 total damage, not 4 damage to 2 targets. That was something that messed me up. Maybe it didn't mess other people up. Read the card, CGB. But something to keep in mind. Next up, Turntimber Symbiosis. Look at your top 7, grab a creature from them, put it into play. If the creature was cheap, like a Lovestruck Beast, Bonecrusher Giant, Rimrock Knight, Scavenging Ooze, Robber of the Rich, or Edgewall Innkeeper, put 3 +1/+1 counters on it and put the rest on the bottom. So for 7 mana, you get a creature, and it's probably going to be a thick one unless you grab a Questing Beast, in which case, thick enough. Then next up, the Mammoth, which tapped green source, but landfall +2/+2, a big carrier of a sword. That's what this thing can be, especially with Fabled Passage. Another reason to run a few more, at least in my opinion. And then otherwise, we're Edgewall Innkeeper adventure nonsense, with the non-adventure cards being the good ones. Scavenging Ooze, Robber of the Rich, Questing Beast. This deck has a lot of rares and mythics for an aggro deck, so it is not for the faint of heart on the price tag, that is for sure. I also like the Primal Mites for a little extra removal in the deck. Domri's Ambush is gone, Primal Mite is doing the thing, and remember, we run up to 27 land. Primal Mite might hit insanely hard. Congratulations to Tom Maxwell for taking down the Hooglandia Open and slicing and dicing his way through the Omnath infested field here on week 1. I'm going to see how it holds up on best of 1 ladder. For the sideboard, there's red cap melees and thunder rebukes when you have to kill things. Against control decks, you may want to diversify threats with Klothys and Garruk Unleashed, so that not everything dies to a Wrath of God. And then, or a Shatter the Sky rather. Elder Gargroth is probably for creature mirrors where they have trouble killing this thing, and more Primal Might in those spots where you just absolutely positively must kill something. So, that's a look at the deck. It's Gruul, it's Smash, but it's hit all your lands Gruul Smash. Let's dive in and let the nonsense begin. So we've got 4 lands and 5 spells in our hand. Yeah. On the draw, it's a keepsies. We can come out with a green source and do a Lovestruck Beast. The next turn we can like hurt ourselves to play Ooze. All right, the opponent is getting right to business with the Rogues. Don't feel like I have enough removal for the Rogues. Like, Bonecrusher Giant is not here. Shatter Skull Smashing takes way too long, and the Primal Might's not here either. Let's see if the opponent can punish us. They say go. What do you guys think? If they had the 1/3 Thought Thief, they would have played it, right? At the same time, we need a blocker. Now we could start taking 3 points on these lands, but we're behind on the board already. Although getting an Ooze on the battlefield is really good against them. And I've only got 1 card in the graveyard, so drawing the lock can't get rid of it, but the opponent could just mill me again, and then I'd lose it. If they had Drown in the Lock, they shoot down the Ooze. So how do I draw out the removal? I guess I could try to let them get the Lovestruck Beast. Alright, so they take the hit. No Thought Thief. Probably no Thieves Guild Enforcer, or they would have played it. I think they're not going to play anything. So let's play one of these tapped and say go and hold on to the Ooze. I feel like I should be more aggressive than that, though. I am an aggro deck, by God. Alright. I'm not sure what position I was supposed to take this turn. Night Bonder, okay. They did an ambush. Coward. Why isn't Night Bonder attacking? There you go. I shouldn't assume I know the list. It's still really early in the format. Oh, I needed that. Needed that guy. So do they have Drown in the Lock? Or some removal for the Ooze? They really want it right here. Jeez. Okay, Borrows. That's really good too. Mountain off the top. Tough game so far. The lands that are hurting me are really hurting me. I think we get Ooze down and start eating graveyard. If they want to trade their flyer for that, it's fine. This game feels tense. Maybe it's the gradual milling. The secret of the Ooze. I don't know. Alright. So, can eat those, and we drew another Bonecrusher, which is really good. And our opponent has all this open mana, so we don't know what they have. I feel like I should try to Bonecrush the Night Bonder. I don't think it's time to go for Embercleave at all. Too much interaction out there. Alright, let's make sure there are no blockers before we use our Ooze. Next to damage, okay. Oops, meant to eat my own graveyard. Habit. We'll see if that comes back to bite me. We are at 10, with our opponent having Brazen Borrower. Okay, this is a lot of damage. But the opponent takes 6. Embercleave hits for 12. Oh man, this is gonna be so close. Aw, coward. Alright, down to 6. Their hand can't be that good. If they had a piece of interaction, they wouldn't have to worry about blocking with this. But I can't play the Embercleave and the Smashing. It's too expensive. So what do we do? I don't think we can play Cleave. I think we have to keep eating the graveyard, and I think we should try to Smashing the Borrower and a Robber. So that's 4. Do I attack with the 1/1 because the opponent might block it? Then I'd know I could smash it. I guess we... maybe we should just try to smash something first? No. I guess I'll hold this back. Just in case there's another Cunning Nightbonder coming. Opponent gonna take the hit. Let's gain a life. Now we're not dead in the air. You and you. Let's see if this resolves. It does. Okay, their hand is probably a land then. Living on the edge of death and danger. We took 6 damage from our land. It's so close. Getting carried by an oozy critter. Wind Rider still getting in there. Still getting that mill trigger. What do you guys think? It's almost time for the Cleave. Do you believe in the Cleave? Zerasan. Tell me there's no Embercleave. I guess that wouldn't matter too much. Okay. So, this is 17. Okay, how big of a creature do you have? It's not that big. So 5 toughness, 11 Cleave gets it done. Cleave gets it done. Just a little extra. Have you ever seen an ooze with a sword? I sure have. Good game though, close one. Very tense. That's a keeper. Creature, 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 creature. Schmork, strong. Ooh. Let's do it. Let's just get him. Let's just edge it up. Opponent's got nothing, man. Nothing. What are you? It has lifelink as long as you control a cleric. Okay, that's funky. Rim to the rock. Draw a card. Because drawing a card is freaking good. So we have 2 potential Mammoth tap lands for next turn. Untap land and we can Lovestruck Beast. Tap land and we can Rim to the rock. Maul of the Skyclaves. The Sky Maul is in effect. If that thing gains lifelink, it's a real problem. This has First Strike 2 and Vigilance, and I have no way to kill it. Drawing all the cards in the world aren't going to matter. Okay. I guess I have to go bigger. Come on, removal spell. We need Primal Might. It's all we've really got. Our opponent has assembled a killer Voltron. And it might just solo us. It's important to remember in this moment that Robber of the Rich has reach. Oh my goodness. What the heck? I'm getting destroyed by little white creatures. Alright. 5/5 first strike. What can I do? I can't do anything. Literally can't get any attacks through. I have to keep drawing cards, I guess. You need to draw Robbers of the Rich or Primal Might. Like, nothing else really matters. Alright, get me a red. Make me a 1/1. Play me another beastie. We could have just tried to rip the Primal Might there, but I don't know about that. Just getting clowned on. This seems like a limited strategy. Just getting dunked on here. Draft commons. Now the opponent has the bounty up. We can't win. It's just over. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there it is too. Oh man. If it were an instant, I mean, is there any way to do this? We can force the opponent to use the bounty. We could attack with everything and see if they use the bounty in some silly way. We can live another turn because we can play Primal Might, force them to use the bounty, and then we use Robber of the Rich. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 1 mana left over. I can play another beast. I mean, if I attack and just one of my beasts gets eaten, how bad is that? Maybe the opponent will use this in a way that isn't beneficial, but there's no way they would. Like, I could give them a chance to mess up, but I don't think there's any point to it. Then I guess what we're doing after that is trying to draw our last Primal Might. Alright. Game on. Please forget how cards work. Too good at Magic for me. Now pick the wrong color. Nope, still no mistakes. If they had, yeah, picking green there means that we do get to keep our beast. Alright, Robber. Now Robber can chump block for a turn. Heart's Desire. We get another draw at it next turn. We need another Primal Might. And there's only one more in the deck. Ah! The way is shut. The way is shut. The opponent misses lethal here, by the way. Don't forget, guys. You can use your bounty to get through the opponent's creatures. Smashing. If we had that the turn before, oh my god. If we had this the turn before, we could have... Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's over. It's over. Maybe we'll draw another Robber and buy another turn. No. All the extra cards in the world don't matter if you can't deal with one Expedition Healy Grizzly Bear. Oh my goodness, it's there. Anyway. Sad. Just sad. Got boggles. Will this be the game that turns it around? These hands all look good. I'm starting to think I just don't know what's going on, though. Like, the way that I've been losing games has been so... It's been so pathetic. I don't even know where to begin with how bad I'm playing. Like, every single hand has been good, and I've lost almost every single game. So, what am I doing wrong? I gotta figure it out. Alright. opponent with a much better start than me because they went first. Must be good. So we don't have double green next turn. We have to top deck it. That's scary. That is scary. Alright, the opponent gets a tap land, but they also have Robber. So they get to jam. Exiled from the top is what would have been a tap land. Alright, untap green, please. That or another playable Robber. It'll have to do. Do I play the Smashing or the Mammoth? If I've got Questing Beast coming down, the Mammoth isn't going to matter. But Smashing still could. Alright, so since they played the Passage last turn, they're top decking. Okay, they drew the land. Arr, that makes me angry. They drew that land. Now they get to Cleave or Questing Beast. Fable Passage City over here. That's not great. 2 mana open. They might have a Bone Crush. I'm trying to think if they had a Bone Crush if they would have played it last turn, but playing the Robber makes sense, and we know they top deck the land, so I don't think they have it. I can hit for 10, and then the opponent comes back at me. So I think what I do here is I Shatter Skull 2 creatures, attack with 2 creatures. The next turn I either Embercleave or Questing Beast, and I probably win. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, slow priority. What do they have? They take the damage, maybe? That's such a beating. That is such a beating. I am so... Oh, I should have cleaved it in response. What is the matter with me? That's how bad I'm playing today. Missed that I could have cleaved in response. Still gotta pull it together. Can't lose just because you're playing bad. You gotta figure out the way. There's always a way. Okay, there's not always a way, but there should be more ways than I'm finding today. That's my point. Nice. Down to 4. Land off the top for me. Let's see if they block with the Questing Beast, I suppose. If they don't, what do we do? Play another Questing Beast? I can't lethal them either. That misplay is going to lose me this game. But what can you do? Alright, kills the beast, but all they need is any haste threat to win. So... what have you got? The salt is real. We'll put it all back together. We have kind of 2 lands and we need to draw a red source, but we have a lot of green spells to play. We're on the draw. This is like the worst hand I've seen today. So obviously it will win. Do I go get that red now or later? If I get it now, I can Lovestruck Beast next turn. Otherwise, this turn is just a Scavenging Ooze, which isn't particularly great. Our opponent is absolutely on a tear. Draw. Let's go. Easy Gem Raiser, right? Or Questing Beast. Or Fight Spell, you know. It's been a day. I am dying, man. I cannot win a game of Magic today. Good, 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 good. Fight this. They don't need to. They're just going to win with Henge. And they have their own ooze, which is going to eat the graveyard. Alright, I think I just have to try to Ember Cleave onto this thing, because they're going to have a horrible time with that. And then we have to dodge Gem Raiser. But yeah, as long as this thing has double strike, they have trouble attacking into it, so they've got to find a way to kill it. Cleave is the thing they don't have. But do they have the answer? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me, man. This has been the worst day I've had playing Magic since I don't know when. Just every single opponent has had every answer. This Trash Fire deck, which I honestly is probably not Trash Fire, I've been playing horribly at times, has deranked me out of the top 1,000, and I am determined to make this work. I am determined not to go quietly. By the way, one lander? Really? I will say this, I've been keeping hands, and I felt like the draws have been good. I don't feel like it's the decks. I feel like I'm getting good draws, and either I'm playing poorly or my opponents are drawing like gods. And I really haven't solved the issue, you know? I don't know what the deal is. Blue-black control, potentially? Can I hit you? Thank you. 4-3. Anti-cognition. Sure. Dude. Little counterspell gaming. Awesome. Well, there's only 16 lands that are actual lands in the deck, so hopefully we'll draw some good stuff. I think we play the Mammoth to try to play around Extinction Event. I guess we can play the land first to play around the Cognition. The third one. Oh, okay, you're actually rogues. You're rogues that has been playing insanely defensive. And now you're gonna turn it on. Okay, sure. Okay, that's gotta go. Unfortunately, this is a fight, so I'm going to lose whatever fights with this, which is very bad. Also, by the way, they're set up in such a way that they have potentially some counterspell magic left over. So, who wants to fight the Scavenger and die? We could attack and just see if they want to trade rather than risking a Primal Might. And then we could play a Lovestruck Beast afterwards. I think that's okay. I don't think they'll... Well, they could block. Alright, there's the block. No reason to sacrifice this first. There's no land in the graveyard, so it gives them an extra point of life, and this has Death Touch. Alright. I will Heart's Desire. That resolved easily. Lovestruck Beast. Sacrifice. Go get green. Pay 0. Confirm 0. Kill one of these little buggers. Gruul strong. Dimir. Rogues. Weak. Puny. Questing Beast, Robber of the Rich. Go strong. To glory. My 2 wins today have both been over Dimir Rogues. Not optimistic about what that says about Rogues. Keeps and rumbles. Turn the beat around. Come on now. It is well past time that we picked up some easy wins. Temple of Malice. What is the Rakdos clan up to these days? Let's rob them and find out what you got. What you got over there. You got a Woe Strider, sweet. Probably just want to leave that in escape though, or in exile so they can't escape it out of the graveyard later. They've got Bone Crusher on 2, everybody does. So it's just the jam. Gonna play this and hope we draw land off the top. We run a frickin' ton of them, so hopefully getting in for 5 is pretty good. That's not good. Blood Chief's Thirst, Shock, some kind of a mid-range deck. Stomp that out. We failed. We failed very, 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 very much at drawing land. That's fine, we've only got 27 of them. We didn't draw any last game either. Croxa. What goes? I think the Primal Might can go. We're on the offensive, so the opponent has to stop our creatures. Fine. Let's drop the Rimrock Knight. If we draw the land, the Questing Beast hits so hard. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Is this the easy win we have been looking for? The Fabled Passage, Kazandu Mammoth, double landfall triggers to become a 7/7. Opponent, you're down to 5. Go ahead, Croxa me. See where that gets you. Actually, we still have to draw a land to make this lethal. But the opponent has to block the Questing Beast, which I don't think is where they want to be in life. That's also lethal. I'll just show them what's up. Yes! This is what a Gruul Smash feels like! Yes! Feels good. Feels good. Another... This hand is terrible. Like, everything is tapped. And everything is slow. And this is a little better. So we'll give it a try. In theory, we could play Bone Crusher Giant into Questing Beast into Embercleave, which might be strong enough. Ugh. This has been a bad day of gaming, man. This deck hates me. I think there's a new thing. When somebody wins a best of 3 tournament with a deck, I shouldn't play it. I suck with all of them. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, let's be ready with the Giant. Of course, I put in the Temple of Tilt, and here's where we draw it. On turn 2. At exactly the perfect time. Opponent going wide with some tokens. Here's a Giant. Let's go. Let's rumble. Annex. Alright, I guess I have to fight that. It could put down the Questing Beast, but I do feel like that has to die. Oh, man. If the opponent cleaves next turn, though, they don't win. And then I turn around and win. So let's Beast. On God. I am the beatdown here. Let's try doing the thing I'm terrible at. Let's be aggressive. So I added 2 temples to the mana base because I played 2 games in a row without seeing a single red source. So now here I am trying to make something happen. The opponent goes for the cleave, yep. As predicted. We don't block at all because we don't want to risk our Questing Beast. And now we swing for lethal. Yay! Lethal! Oh, hi! Hi, Red Mage! I has cleave too. What? Alright, if I win 3 in a row, I get back to 500 with this deck. Let's go! We'll start off by fetching a green source. This is mono red, they play mono red, nothing but mono red. Alright. So that makes Robber look pretty weak, because Robber doesn't want to run into this card. So let's Bone Crush their Robber of the Rich, because I'm sure they have one. Or an Intimidator. They've got something. Ta-da! Now they'll attack me with the Arsonist, and my Robber can get busy. Lovestruck is pretty good too. But I think we can be aggressive here. We know Robber's going to get in. Plus we can get this tap land out of the way. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have to play a land to rob them. So we'll play this. Play that. Say hello. Annex. Could be fun. Now they have to kill my Robber, or I cast their Annex. Ha ha ha. I don't even know if I really want to do that. I could also play a 5/5 Lovestruck Beast. But usually playing spells from the opponent tilts them. So yep. Tilt confirmed. Do you miss a land drop? Nope. No such luck. Alright, get Questing Beasts down and pay 3 life for the privilege. Yeah, baby. I'm doing it. They usually don't have good removal for this sucker, and it's a serious clock. And even if they do have good removal for it, we have another. So we want to tempo them. Bone Crush'ems. Bone Crush'ems wants to trade. No, Bone Crush'ems, you shall not trade. But we have to pay at least 1, so we may as well pay 2, and then our other play is going to be the Beastie. So I'm just going to do it first, to make sure I don't mess it up. I mean, I take 2 for the experience, but the opponent's going to take a lot more. Why not trade Questing Beast CGB when you have 2 more in your hand? Because I want the clock. I want to threaten to kill them before they can build up their board and play their own Embercleave. Okay. So that's gonna imply what? Yeah, if we keep their board down, they can't win, and we have more beasts to play. They have a Shock or a Bone Crusher Giant or a Rimrock Knight here. Yep, there we go. But again, they have no board. Without a board, they can't cleave. Without a cleave, I don't think they win. Same with the Torbrand, right? What else you got? There's Torbs. Finish him. I did the Scorpion one, you know, from Mortal Kombat, where I just take out their head and their spinal cord. Show it to him. Show it to him. I need 2 more wins to get back to 500 with this deck. But if I lose, I'm done. I'm out. That's it. That's just it. Keep. Let's go, little buddy. Keep the frickin' in. Sorry, it's the dog. Alright. Pay 3. Make Rimrocker. Try to draw untapped source of mana. Fail. Attack. Aggressive. B-E, aggressive. Lotus Cobra. We have no removal. We have no removal. Alright. We drew the untapped land, so we can play a Lovestruck Beast. We could also try to draw a removal from our opponent. I don't like that. Yeah, I think it's the Beast. I have the Beast and a nice strong attack. But then the Cobra might just go absolutely AWOL. Absolutely crazy. Because we don't have Embercleave. We don't even have Questing Beast. And the opponent can have an Omnath. Oh my goodness. This is not looking good. It's possible I should have played a Mammoth with 2 Fable Passages in my hand. I just really want to draw into something to kill this Cobra, because if it's out here for 2 more turns, I probably have no chance. Oh no. Only a missed land drop can save me now. That ain't happening. Alright, come on, Embercleave. Come on, Embercleave. Embercleave can be lethal if they don't block. Come on, Embercleave. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, I wonder if I would have drawn that with the Robber of the Rich if it came off the top. Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, that gives me something. We don't have a 1/1. Our beast can't attack. Oh my goodness. Another Cultivate, huh? Guess it should have been the Mammoth. Getting in for 7 would have been nice. Omnath mana. All you gotta do is play him. And this game's over. This game's over. No chance. Just no chance anymore. At least it's not a Fable Passage. Okay. Perfect mana use. Oh, we drew a 1/1. We could still draw a Primal Might off the top if we play the Bone Crusher. I'm just gonna be crazy aggressive here. I got a Balaged Recovery. I wonder if I can choose to play this as a land. Probably not, right? Let's find out. No matter what happens this turn, I'm going to find out. The opponent's got to be scared of losing their Omnath, and they don't want to lose their Cobra. When I'm in these positions, I just don't block, but they might be doing Embercleave math. Okay, next damage. Nice. Down to 4. Let's see. Nope. Can't play the land. Alright, let's play the Giant and try to draw Primal Might. Fail. Deck has not been kind in this game, that's for sure. Alright, this is one of those turns where nothing good can come of this. We got a retreat. I see another removal spell there, a Spikefield Hazard. And the opponent gets to play 2 lands, so they're going to get 6 mana. Can always hope they time out. Evolving Wilds, good choice. Oh, they're feeling the pressure, but they have a million game actions to take, so they probably can't time out, because every single time they get this little reload. If you want 2x speed over my opponent's Omnath turns, I understand. I can respect this. I enjoy this. No, I don't enjoy anything about this. This is probably one of the things that I think anybody who plays Magic hates the most. Maybe they're not going for retreat this turn. They don't have... Okay, they still have a Caryatid, so they have blue mana if they want to play Genesis Ultimatum, but they would have played that before Escape, I think. Alright, this is another 4 life because they replaced their Omnath. They're going up to 12 now. I don't think they still have a land drop. Nope. That's not Embercleave, but it is Primal Might. Alright, I don't have anything with Trample, so whatever I use Primal Might on can be blocked. So that's not really good enough. We can see what we draw off the Beast. I'm definitely going to take out the Omnath. This is tough. So we should do it before it even has a choice to block. What should we pump? Because whatever we pump can be chumped. What do we not want to lose, but we do want to attack with? Innkeeper, you could say. But no, I think we just use the Beast. End of story. Let's see what we draw off other Beast. Opponent does have a play they can make here. What could it be? If it's a Bone Crusher Giant, we have to watch out. Let's fight with the one who's not getting into combat. Oh, I know. Let's fight with the one that is. He'll just get blocked, right? Brazen Borrower would be ouch. They are at 8. They didn't have the land drop to gain the extra 4. Block here. Block here. Take 8. Potentially lethal, but I think they have a Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, that's 7. Oh, they have the Spikefield Hazard, that's true. They didn't use that. Okay, they wanted to block with the Caryatid, that's fine. Down to 2. Alright, Come on. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. You can still win. Depends on what that last card is. It's a Triumph. Depends on what the card on top of their deck was. Oh man. Come on. Alright. They can play an untapped red here. Is that a... what is that? It's a pathway. And there's an Uro, a Cobra, another land, another creature. They're at 6. Alright, so they have 3 blockers. They block here, 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 here. They take 3. So we need this to hit a haste creature? No, we can't. We're mana short. We're a mana short, everybody. And these are not in their hand, these are exiled, so the robber isn't going to get the job done. Come on, man. Alright. Well, they can't block the robber and trade it here without taking extra damage. So I think I play out my hand. Hold this. We might have to hit a haste creature next turn. Oh, the recovery! I forgot about the recovery! I could have recovered the Primal Might. I could have killed the Omnath. CGB, what is the matter with you today? You're not being the one in best of one. You're being the chump in best of one. Come on, dude. You're better than that. And playing them pre-combat for no reason. The opponent had no hand. I was never going to rob a card. Just tilted, man. There's no other way to put it. Just tilted. Down to 5, by the way. Holy crap. Just from Uro. Just from Omnath. Like, this deck never even needs to attack you to kill you. It just wears you down. Alright. So the last chance for an Embercleave. But I had chances in this game, and I threw them away. This guy, CGB, threw them away. Sure. No guts. That can make these really huge, but I still can't play the Embercleave. Alright, so what do we need to hit? I guess we go for a Questing Beast and just see how hard we can throw this punch. I don't know, maybe they block badly in some places. Yeah, they're fine. Good riddance. Ah! We are back for the post-game wrap. What we learned is I suck at aggro. This format is tilting AF, and it really hurts my play, but I also just don't think this deck is good. And I've liked Gruul decks before. I've had Gruul decks that I was very like, oh, this deck is so powerful, I can play badly, and I still like recognize it. This, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So this is the rare video where I usually only try to put out lists I believe in and decks that I think you'll enjoy and decks that I think you should play. And not for me, man. Definitely not for me. Just too much that can go wrong. I was amazed with how often I got run over by my opponent, even though I'm supposed to be playing the large creatures. I was amazed how bad the mana was, even though we have a ton of it, how many land drops I missed. Like, I was amazed how my good draws still were so easily destroyed by my opponents. Because I think I had good hands most of the day. So, I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe. Maybe it's just me. Maybe the one in best of one failed to show up today. It's totally possible. But this, you're not going to see me try and Gruul again anytime soon. Anyway, if you enjoy watching me get smacked around and playing aggro like an idiot, then this video was probably very, very fun for you. If you like seeing me win this, you know, I guess maybe this is a reminder that I'm also human and I have days where I keep good hands, I play okay, sometimes not completely terrible, and I still lose. Like, I started today ranked like in the top 100, I think, and now here I am, a lowly, almost out of the top 1,000. But we'll get it back. I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, and I'm not finished with anyone out there. I'm not finished with this ladder or this meta yet, but I am finished with Gruul. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.